In general, massive on the side of KT.
Well, this is how they like to play. Very aggressively, going for the dives, going for the ganks, and then just snowballing very, very quickly. Anarchy coming out with fantastic early wards again.
He's called to bottom lane. Sung taking a lot of damage. Might actually die to Sivir, but the flash on Burrow will do it. Fix is super, super low. He might live just. Jungler in the enemy jungle, and also some backing. And Sung is going to get turret dive.
And there's the stun, into the boomerang blade. Ixu is there with an equalizer. Not sure how much that's going to do. Snowflower back on his way down. TP onto Tibbers that's tanking the turret. And Ixu is just going to go down right after that. What a wonderful TP from Someday.
Just excellent knowledge. Don't see that enough. And at the same time, it looks like Mickey will get him. Doesn't have any sort of mana regen, so obviously has to use blue cards more than he wants. Has to balance mana sustain. His
Fixer just gets caught and destroyed. Drops the Tibbers, but it does nothing.
Turret's still very healthy.
I don't know about leaving Ixu here like this, though. It's a little bit of a danger. Someday gets caught by a chain of corruption straight into a death sentence. Someday's still there, pops his ultimate. Snowflower going to be the first to fall. Arrow gets knocked against the wall by an explosive cast. Nogday with the flash forward onto the gold card, but there's just not enough follow-up. Lyra tries to get onto Nogday, finds himself in the back line. Arrow is there. Arrow is autoing. Arrow gets the kill, but Corki, ooh, is he going to get the cleanup here? Mickey wants the snipe. Score going to...
How much those wards cost in terms of inventory space and just efficiency of gold. 3 pink wards from KT.
Lyra's going to get caught. You can't be there right now. Chain of Corruption goes down, doesn't land onto Arrow. They see everyone with that destiny.
If ever there was a game they're wanting to do, but we already mentioned it's very difficult to do against this comp. Arrow is a bit lazy with his recall. He's going to die for free. He thought he was in a position where he wasn't going to be spotted, but the answer was that he has popped the ultimate. He's going to go for the flank.
Wow, look at that. Finds Mickey on the side, combos him to 50%. Arrow with the flash forward. Killed by Score, actually. And Lyra finds himself isolated and also a corpse.
Yeah, that's what we expect to happen. A preview of future fight. Another further turret dive.
You can really see how scared Anarchy's getting, and oh my, goodbye. Oh, Songyun actually living for a while right there. Gets out with the help of a flash, but Ixu not going to be quite so fortunate. There's the unburrow. There is the kill. Snowflower going to be chased down all the way to his inhibitor. Goodbye.
Really poor target selection. It doesn't even matter because it's a 5v3 scenario. They could have picked up a perfect ace in that particular system themselves. Unfortunately, KT are the teams that have been able to do that, even with their late game scaling. Lyra's going for the emergency, misses the explosive cast. The Rumble Equalizer burns down. Fix is dead. Anarchy, they get 2 kills, and Mickey's still alive.
But the backline cavalry is here. Nagne going to, actually Zhonya's out right now. He will be focused down. Someday, the last man standing in an epic 1v3 that he's going to win, it would appear. Ixu getting low. Ixu twisted advance. Ixu gets hit by the arcade smash. And will the sapling be enough? He's slowed. He's twisted advance. Now it's time for Lyra. Tank wars. Someday wins.
But so much closer. Well, Lyra, nope.
Oh, wow. Actually used the smite right there. Has to explosive cast. Still gets hit by the Tibbers. Wild cards on his head. And there is a chilling smite. Can they finish it off? The answer is yes. Score steals the kill for no reason.
Now they're ever present across the map. This is all without Sivir group. Just going to push down the mid. Another outer turret will fall. Only one going to be left on the map after picking up this objective. And Someday, you can tell by his health bar that he's pretty tanky.
He's even going to go in right there. Equalizer down, Chain of Corruption down. There's not going to be follow-up thanks to the Varus ultimate. And there's the Righteous Glory pop. KT starting to back off this one. Arrow has to flash out of the Flame Spitter. Vision denial right here. I mean, they could do this. There's the stun, and Snowflower gets caught. Gold card will lock him up.
Rek'Sai's just walking into the back line.
Here we go. Are we going to see that Destiny? Yes, we will. Oh, goodbye, though, to Nagne before he can use the Zhonya's Hourglass. Now they're still moving forward. Great stun, and that'll be a cleanup probably onto Ixu. He's on top of Arrow, but Arrow going to get the fadeaway boomerang blade for the kill.
Yeah, Sung actually going to get aggressed onto. Someday goes back in, goes for the turret dive, tanks a lot of turret shots, so probably going to fall though. He's Maokai, super tanky, high base buzz, lives and takes down the AD carry. Now fighting against Lyra, gets another passive prop. Someday's going to live.
And he is. Arrow actually forcing the flash onto Lyra right there. We've seen 2 really good Maokai, the Foss Bomb combo just annihilated Nagne before he could hit his Zonias.
Speaking of annihilation, don't know if Thresh has the damage. Has Ignite up, really wants Arrow to step through one of these walls. Doesn't do it. You know, it's probably a bad point in the game when you try and duel the enemy Sivir. Snowflower's doing his best, but how do you get anywhere near with all this Pixie Seed?
Songyu needs a gold card to start the fight. Bad equalizer, not going to do much of anything at all. Ixu going to pay with his life for that, and now just an attempt at a disengagement. Sunday's not done yet, just moving through the enemy team. Arrow on cleanup duty. Arrow gonna get the triple kill. Nagne, Snowflower, quadra kill. Can they get the pentakill? There's the stop. Lyra, is he gonna go down to Arrow? Another pentakill tonight!
Double pentakill!
So good. Great job from KT to prep that one. 2 pentakills in back-to-back games. 1 for Smeb's Riven, 1 for Arrow's Sivir, and that's going to be the end of the game.
The best exclamation mark to end what has been an entertaining game. They don't have the minions and the people are going to respawn to, but there's the surrender. KT Rollster, we wondered if they bounced back from what was a poor series they just snuck over against IM and then objectively poor against the Coup Tigers. This is the KT Rollster that kind of led the way at the start of the season. They're just definitely picking up. And crucially, their original strength, the pick bands, much more on top of those this game.
Absolutely. And at the end of that, Arrow ends 15-2-10. That is the biggest kill performance we've had by any single player this season so far. 15 kills, putting him way, way up there. But for me, I mean, Someday was just really the backbone of that series. 7-1-16 on the Maokai.
23 out of 28 kill participation from the Maokai, amazingly, is actually lower than the 20